Hello viewers, welcome to CodeForAny. If you hear new, hit subscribe buttons and notification bell so you can never miss any our incredible content. Flutter taxi app inside today we need to see this here, the how to set this here, the is economies right service car service types need to write down here with estimates value we need to put in this here. First of all, we need to need this here. The get save this here. The yesterday video inside the find out here the estimate durations and estimate distance. We need to find out here and to calculate here. And then after we need to save this here the value. First of all, we need to save this value here the doubles inside. We need to save this here. First of all, we need to write down here double est times is equal to need to set here 0 and then double est gimme is equal to write down here 0 in minute like this. You need to write down here and to calculate here 0 0.0 like this. Set this here and then after now need to go here again scroll downs and we need to find out here the print here, then to save this here the estimate durations and est times in minutes. You need to give this here. Need to first of all the find out here the road objects and to get this here the durations and to convert into the minutes. Multiply divide by 16s, then to get this here 0 and to check this here the types double durations like this getting here. If you not gets, then to write down here the 0 like this. We need to given this value and to multiply by the years like this. We need to setting years. And now est kilometers need to find out years. Need to first of all the copy this here the lines and to put this years. No needs here the brackets and to directly need to give this here the distance. Need to provide this years and this distance need to get inside the kilometers like this sets here is set as a 0.0 like this. You need to given this years this estimate durations. You need to given this years. Now these informations are the needed, but we need to find out here the also this selected pickup area inside. We need to find out which service we need to provide inside this zones. Need to first of all the get the this data are the need this years. First of all, need to go inside the price details models and to write down here the query. Need to first of all the copy these lines and we need to put this here. Then after need to write down here the selected zone get service and price like this to give this here. And now need to pass here the string and to give this here the zone ID like this. You need to setting this here. And then after first of all need to find out here the db variables. Need to get db helper sales and to find out here the db variables and to save inside the new variables. Then after need to check this here the db is not nulls, then we need to write down here the row query. First of all need to need here the inner joins and then after need to need this here the now need to write down here st dots and to write down here the stars like this. Need this here and to change this here the tb service detail like this and full screen. Now here setting here the varchar. First of all need to give this here the alias hd. Now need to write down here the inner join and to write down here the table names. Need to given this here the dollars db helper dots. Need to give this here the db dot price details like this. You need to write down here, and also need to given this here the value, and to give this here the alias pd dot starts. Need to given this years, and to need this here the all value, and to merge this query new lines like this here. That is not right here. Now we need to write down here the on methods, and to give this here the pd dots don't see db helper dots. Need to give this here service id equal to same as we need to copy here, and we need to paste this here, and to write down here the hd need is like here the value, and also need to given this here the status, and need to give this here the and status hd dots. Need to give this here the dollars db helper dots. Need to give this here the status columns is equal to need this here the always active. Need to give this here the words, and conditions need to write this here pd dot same as need to pass this here the conditions here, and to write down here the status is equal to once means active data. We need to get this here like this. We need to setting this here the conditions, and one more thing, so we need to apply here the another conditions. So we need to check this here for the this user may be possible to log in as a female, and to specific female service or need to display specific male service inside like this depends inside the genders. Need to use this here the columns. First of all, need to write down here the like query. Need to copy here these lines, paste this here. Now sd dots need to give this here the genders genders genders, and to give this here the like query. Like need to give this here the question marks. Need to set this here, and to implement here the like query. And now we need to write down here the where conditions. We need to apply this here. We need to write down here the sd dots, not sd pd dots zone id question marks. We need to pass this here zone. Like this we need to setting this here the conditions, and to get this here like this data, and to set this here. Now we need to give this here the zone id write downs into pass this here, and to get this here the data, and also need to return this here the list, and to save this here. Like this we need to write down here the query, and to get this here the related all informations we need to getting this here, and this value we need this here. Maybe we need to minimize this here the results, because we need to give this here the proper outputs. We need to provide this here. That's why we need to optimize this query, and to only needed items need to put this here. First of all, need to minimize and optimize this query. Need to open this here the another fields, and to open this here the models for the price. We need to needed this here the specific value put this here, copy here, now paste this here many times. And to give this here first of all the price id, you need this here like this, need to given this here. Then after zone id, you need to no needs. Service id, yes needs, need to given this here the service id. Then after base price, you need to need this years, given this years. Then after use this here the kilometer price, because need to calculate here the estimate price. That's why need to given this years. Bookings booking charge need to given this years. And then after minimum fares, also need to given this here the minimum fares, so need to put this years. And minimum kilometers given this years. And we need to give this here the cancel charge also. No need this here the cancel charge like this, we need to give in this years. And now need to another models need to use this years. First of all need to go this here the service details, and to give this here the service name, need this here. First of all change this here the data. Now we need to give this here the service names, so need this years, and to put this years. Then after need this here the colors of the car, need to given this here the service colors, need to given this here. Then after icons and top icons need to also need this here. Only needs here icons, no needs here the top icons. That's why to use this here and to given this here the informations, and to save this here. And this query are the optimized need to needs informations need to only get inside the database like this. Now need to save this here and this query, and to find out here that this data need to put this here. Now need to closing here and this value. Now we need to close, and we need to go this here the user car homes, and we need to find out here this results information. So need to given this here. First of all, so need this here the where, need to write down here the list service price area like this. We need to given here. Now need to copy here, and now need to scroll up, and need to put this here this informations, and to get this here the data, need to use this here the price view models, price details models inside. Need to get this here the get this link, and to give this here the zone id, need to provide this here. Now we need to find out here the selected zones, need to copy here, and to check first of all assign any place, not nulls, give this here, and to give this here the value. And first of all, so need to check this here the data. If select zones not equal to nulls, like this, need to set here the query, and to putting this here, cut this here the value. And now need to given this here the selected zones value. Dots need to give this here the zone id, and to return this here this value, and to save this here, set here exclamatory signs, so need to given this here like this, and to write down here the await functions like this. I need to like this, need to saving this here the insert this value. List of price need to given this here with the service names, and minimum charge, minimum kilometers, maximum need to how we can the charge like this, need to getting this here the inside this models informations, need to return this here per kilometer charge, per minute charge, booking charge, cancel charge like this informations inside this to get this here the list. And this is the selected tense abstract, need to working on the this continue buttons, need to minimize this here, need to write down here the conditions, and to open here the service selection screen, need to open here. First of all, need to go this here the inside the continue open car service, need to go inside these functions. First of all, need to identify here if pickup address location is equal to null. Then to return this years and to give this year the proper message and to write down years. I suppose need to md show alerts and to give this year the titles and to given this year errors. Otherwise select. Then after need to write down here, so please select your pickup location and to write down here the semicolons. Then after need to go here and to write down here drop locations equal to null. Then to give this here the md dot select here and to give this here the message. Please select here the your drop of locations. Like this, we need to writings here the drop of locations and to return these functions and to execution stops need to here's. And then after need to check this here the service are available or not. So need to selected zones is not equal to nulls service not provided. Like this need to return this here the message need to write down here, copy here, paste this here, not provide the service. Like this need to setting this here. And then after also need to check this here if service service price and list array is empty, and also need to print this here same as not provide any service in this area, not provide any service in this area. Like this need to set here the proper message, copy here and to paste this here. If you providing this service, then to go inside the screens, first of all need to go this here and to pass this here the informations are the needed. Give this here the finals and to write down here the list service array and then where functions and to give this here the dynamic objects did select. And now need to pass this here the value at this parameters here and to save this here. Save here and need to given this here the value in parameters need to pass this here did select service list. Pass this here the value service price array and we need to give this here select objects. Need to getting this like here's value and to print here's select objects. Save here's one more things we need to go this value givens. First of all need to write down here the getting this data and to calculate here the estimates value to write down here the functions. First of all need to get this here the price get check not void to given this here the returns here the two value return get est est value and returns here the doubles. Pass this here the dynamic p object. Like this need to setting this here and to return. Now need to calculate here the amounts of value. Need to calculate need to write down here. First of all, need to write down here the minimum value amount where amount is equal to like this. Need to first of all the get here the p objects and to give this here the key names. We need to set this here open here. Right. Open here the models of the price details because need this here some information for these tables. First of all, need to find out here the base price. Need to get this here. Write down here. Table dot try to past and to give this here this way and if not gets then to put this here the 0 like this that here. Now we need to join this here plus signs again, so we need to copy here this value and to calculate here the kilometers value. You need to find those here the per kilometer charge. You need to give in this here like this. Given these years and also need to multiply this value and to put this years multiply by estimate kilometers multiply. Then after same as need to per minute charge need to charge here. Given this years and to write down here per minute charge provide like this and to give this here the estimate time in minutes need to given this years and to calculate this years. Also need this here the booking charge need to copy here against this value to put this years and now need to give this here the booking charge and to stop this years. And then after need to find out here the minimum price need to write down here so where min price is equal to need to write down here the amounts given this years and then after need to check this years if use this here the try catch need to copy here and to paste this years. Now need to check this here the minimum pair more than minimum price. Then to minimum price is equal to write down here this value like this settings here. Now also need to check here one more things. If kilometers, copy here, paste this here, 0, bigger than here the estimate kilometers, then and to check this here the sort for that. And always need to give this here the price as a minimum charge. Need to given this here, call this here. Is minimum kilometers smaller than the estimate kilometers, then to directs need to given this here the minimum charge need to put this here like this value here and to given this here need to copy here and to paste this here like we need to set this here is a amounts. And then after this is the calculations per minutes and this value need to given this here. Now also need to calculate here the text need to given this here, but now need to not give any calculate in the text, need to leave this here. And we need to return this here the estimate price need to given this here, copy here to paste this here the minimum price need to return this here the exact value. Now after calling these functions and to give this here the est price need to return here, and these modifications are the need this here. Maybe not need this right here functions, not need to convert, but we need to use this inside these functions. Maybe needs here. Orange to write down here the service plan plus 1 and now need to write down here the value service array index of value and dot be given this here price min and get here price is equal to now need to call this here the guest est value and to given this here objects save here given this here the minimum price and give this here I est price of matched need to multiply here the 30% for this price multiply by 0.13 like this we need to value give this here the 100% plus increase here the 30%, need to give this here the max estimate price, need to give this here the value here, and to saving this years like this, save this years, and to after selecting years, and now need to pass this year value, done years, and you need to go here this view, and now no need this year, need to comment this years, and now need to give this year the selection as 0. Now need to given this here the widgets dot indexed service array, copy here, and to paste this here length here. Then after the selecting here the index, now need to give this here the service name. Then after need to pass this here the price, and to set here the icons. Need to set here the icons, need to use this here the catch, use here the network image. Need to check here, catch image tips which page. Need to use this here, this value. Put this years and to assign this value as content like this, and to given this here the URL imports here this value, and then after you need to given this here the value C object icon, as need to pass here the string, and to comment this code. Now need to set here the price into estimate price, price details, not price, go homes, and to calculate here the values. To need this years, give this here the estimate minimum price, maybe you need to use this years. EST meanwhile is equal to, write down here double, try to parse, maybe always gets here the doubles, that's why not matters here. Need to use directly C objects to go here, but here this value, put this here, copy here, and we need to set this here like this. Then afterwards we need to write down here the minimum pairs, as we need to give this here the doubles, question mark, and to set here 0. Drag this, we need to get this here, and estimate max well. Damage, need to give this here the max value, need to return here for these lines. Paste it. Now use this value inside this here the printing to write down here the two text. Decisions need to give this here the one, copy here, paste this here, and to give this here one, and to estimates max value like this. You need to saving this here. Now need to check here. Click on continue. No service provided maybe issue. Okay, maybe make here mistake inside the SQLite query. Need to check here. Okay, I need to given this here the one value. That's why not gets here second value missing. Need to use this here MD search scores dots user objects. Use this here genders. Save here. Check here percentage and to check here genders. Now restart this query and also check this again. Against maybe nearby. To check it. Analyze here the query. sd.service id, sd.price id. Now need to check inside the database. First of all, need to copy this path and to find paste this here, open, and to copy this query and to put inside SQL. Inner join. Nearby PD syntax error. I found my issue. I need to issue with this here the query, not given this here the and codes. That's why I need to get this here the errors. Need to given here's save. Need to check here the service inside this query. Need to find out here's the and condition genders. End of this lines need to given this like here's and also question mark percentage to give this here value like this set here's and to save this here's and we need to restart this here's and also need to check this here the data structures like here price browse data select here the service give this here status as a greens filters and maybe this service are not approved need to first of all the set here the approve is good because need to displaying otherwise one service first of all check this here after need to database inside the direct modify this data and to update this here the value now we need to down inside the solid zones put here's and select here's move here's draw here path now need to select here's and to get this here the data but here not gets any image inside the service that's why not displaying here this service maybe need to not get here the full path inside the database need to first of all the give this here the full path inside the database need to open here the node.js codes and to fix this here the related to these errors to go here and we need to give this here the star and service details here I opens here the database and now first of all need to active here the service this is the status ones and to set here the active this service and then after I need to write down here the select here the service list to go inside the value select query we need to write down here we need to copy this data here and to go here and to put this here this data and one more thing so we need to write down here the case conditions for the setting here the image need to give this here to find out any profiles for the users, static data, case conditions. Copy here this image conditions and to put this here. Set your single quotes and to over this query as a single quotes, like this. Pass this here the icons as a icons and top icons as a past here the top icons. Remove here's comma, save these years and to write down years. And one more things, need to update dates as a today, need to set this years, but here not matters me good. Always use here the new data, that's why not an issue. And to restart this node like this and to restart here the app. Now need to check against what this is. Set years, sets, continue and to get this here the data, but also not gets here the correct image. Maybe check here. Open here Postman and to check this here the results of the API. Maybe this is the not good URLs. Need to fix this here the helper call because my IP is changed not today. That's why not working here image. Go helpers and to change this here the path and to write down here the local host and to check this URLs. Oh, is working. Save here and to restart this here. Now need to get this URLs and to check this here this data gets or not. Here displaying here this car. Now again you need to restart and to change this here the but here not showing here the price value actual value, but to showing here the cars selected cars like this. So this here. Now need to fix this here the why not displaying here the price. We need to check this years this years. Copy here and to also need to show this here the price. Here. Maybe gets here the wrong objects, that's why not saving this value, but we need to fix this here this issue. Now need to change these methods and to use this here the map functions map and to use give this here the p object, and now need to return series and to use this here the price, but here's set here the estimate price value p objects given this here's also need to write down here the to list and to return here object. Give this here the estimate price, then estimate max price, like this. Now need to give this here the service name. Use here the p object service name. Then after icon, key object icons, we need to given this years. Then after, so need to set here the service ID. Write down here the key object service ID. Then after, so need this here the price ID. Copy here, paste this here. Yes, like this, need to return this. Now need to remove here. I have to save this here. Continue these executions like this. Now again need to select here, change this here value. Set here the breakpoints. Now app is restart done, and to scroll here, select here anyone's, set here the value, and to draw this path. Now need to click on continue and to check this here the gets value, and now need to receive here the value, and we need to continue this years the next, and to get here the price estimates are the distinct. If you like this video, please give the thumbs up. If you're new user, so please subscribe my channels and press the notification bell icon. You can get every new video notifications and awesome content. If you have any questions, so please write down the comment sections. I will help you and sort out your issue. Everyone have a nice day. Goodbye and take care.